Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Got whiskey here, right? They got some whiskey. I need some bourbon. Give me the goddamn bourbon. That goddamn bourbon. What we got going on over here? Coming back on. We're coming back for more. God damn, been working my balls off to make money in this market. Freaking A. Fucking on the edge. Fucking buy the lows. Sell the tops in fucking 1 minute here and 1 minute there. It ain't easy. I'll be honest. This shit, right now, this market is not fucking easy. You gotta put spreads on. Fuck else you gonna do? I mean, it ain't easy being a fucking day trader. It isn't. No goddamn way. No goddamn way is it easy. People getting fucking eaten alive. You know, motherfuckers got it. I should be swearing. I shouldn't be swearing. People getting eaten alive. I agree. Weed pen. I just saw that. I don't need the weed pen, but can you imagine, like, just that move today? Woo. Woo. We were looking at some of the options chain. If you were in zero dates, oh, baby. I couldn't tell if we would get the print today, tomorrow, next day. I can't tell. There's like Taylor gamma hedging going on, like massive scale. And they're hedging like each event. It's crazy right now. I gotta admit, it's fucking crazy. Past week has been. Go over here for a minute. Hold on here. Watch. Oh shit! I got my porn up. Just kidding. I was looking at Prime down there. They got a thingamabob here. An offering. Hold on, let me get rid of some of this stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I ended up spending like, welcome back. If you're here watching the show, welcome back. I can't believe how many people are here this quickly. So just a quick recap here. I spent some of the day today inside the pro channel, and you know things are moving fast. I got Jerome talking, price moving up and down. And I kind of need to be like, or I'm like, hey, we're all going to do this. And not everybody understands the mechanics of what we're doing. And that's valid. It's a lot of information, a lot of things you need to know, a lot of things you have to be thinking about at the same time. And price points and traditional charting and gamma and dealers and fucking Elliott Wave and fucking ICT, you name it. It's like a million things going through your mind at once. Million. In my mind, it's constantly a million fucking things. Because you don't want to get anything wrong, right? You get enough wrong as it is, you got to be spot on. So that when you hit, you hit. And that does matter. So I did write on the chart here, long, stay long. And in the Discord, I'm like, I'm adding. And it's dangerous. I mean, you're in there with a lot of money and it could be gone. That's when you're doing size, like start doing size, you know, it's like 5 grand gone, 10 grand gone, 30 grand gone, 40 grand gone, 100 grand gone. Before you know it, broke. It's that serious. I take it fucking serious. You guys probably see me in the show sometimes, and you can tell like he's in a position or he's managing a position, or you know, and that's real. You guys see how I do it in the show. It's completely different than a lot of what you see out there in live streams or recorded videos. Like you see me win and lose. You see it all the time live. At any rate, we were in the Discord and trading earlier today, and you know, taking everything into account. I had a friend call me a few minutes ago. And the friend said that they were in another Discord and they got annihilated today. They got annihilated. They got annihilated all across the market and whatever positions they were in. There were a lot of stock traders. They got annihilated. And then, of course, they're whipsawing you in and out. They're telling you it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good. Then you got Jerome speaking. Then you got all the fucking talking heads out there and the News Squawker going and FinTwit going and CNBC going. You know, all this shit going on. And trying to wade through it all to see what's really going on, right? Like, what's really happening? What does this really mean? What's the knock effect? Is it permanent? Is it knee jerk? Is it all these other things? And then you got dealers. They're in there just fucking hammering on you. There were gamma walls above NVIDIA today. And in the Discord and Pro channel, I was like, these two fuckers are running higher. Matter of fact, we hit the meta target, all of it today. They didn't wait. I was like, what's this? Like, we're gonna wait till fucking the 5th or something, the 15th of August to hit these numbers? Like, we're gonna hit this. We hit it today, in an hour. And price or time, right? And I'm being asked in the Discord two valid questions, like, are you gonna hold it the length, like the tenor, the time? I don't know. If we start vertical, because there's no intrinsic value in an option. If they do it all right now, I'm out. If they do enough of it right now, I'm out. We went up a 1.05% in minutes. You take the fucking money and run and renegotiate for tomorrow. That's what you do. Or even renegotiate at 414 with a closer in strike with money that you made, pocket, and take some of the winnings and do it. And you got to think fast like that. And I'm talking to a guy on the phone just a few minutes ago, and it's like, it's not easy. I can't sit here and tell you that this is easy. It is not. It's time and market. It's learning the rules. It's learning what's going on. It's fucking all of it. Eat, shit, sleep, drink, market. That's what it is. And that really is what it is. You got to keep doing it and 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 doing it until you start fucking winning. And it fucking matters. It really fucking does. Time and market matters. I don't care what anybody says, especially today. Now, in this move right here, I was reading the YouTube stream. I was resetting everything, and I'm reading the last end of the YouTube stream chat. They all got fucked. That close looked like death. I want to explain to you what it looked like today. I want to show you something. So I keep open in the background. I don't like doing this. Like, TradingView doesn't offer this. They don't offer you to see round the clock markets. I wish they did. If you overlay an ES and a SPY chart, they're like perfect. If you go though to a ES and SPY chart separately and overlaid them, they're not perfect. SPX, there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of inflection points that are not telling you the whole story. What I really like is Webull. I hate Webull, but I like Webull for their traditional charting. I think it's great. And I like the fact that they follow in SPY cash market, pre-market, after hours, and overnight. The actual price of SPY. So you can see all the inflection points. And I want to show you quickly how scared I was today. Now I got to think about all this other stuff. Like, we got the end of the month. We got one of the best returning months of the year. You got dealers trying to stop us from going up. It's not real money selling. I thought that was bears up there. That wasn't. That was fucking dealers. That was dynamic hedging going on today. So I'm like running all this stuff through my mind, and I'm watching this other stuff. I'm like, I got to see what the fucking lows and highs are on futures and stuff, and see if we're breaking anything traditional. And I already know that they try to, like, I already know that a market maker will try to push you, right? They're going to buy right here. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. They're going to sell right here. I'm going to go a little bit lower. And you want to know who's on first, second, third, fucking, who's at bat, who's sitting on the bench, who the fucking coach is. You want to know all of it. You want to know where everybody is at all fucking times. Where is everybody? You know? Because when they bust through that shit, you got to know. And you got to know if it rejects and starts to bleed or whatever. Here, I'll show you something really cool and quick. Hold on here. I was looking at this other stock here. We like this stock. And they did an offering today. It's cheap. It's like $4 or $5. Prime. Long-term hold. But you just add on lows on this one. Stays in trend. So I just want to show you this really quick. I've been talking to you about a couple things here. You got to lose this, right? And I know that there's smart motherfuckers out there that were watching this particular thing. I know there were today. I know they're watching this right here. This declining wedge. And I know they were trying to knock it down here deeper on Monday. I remember this trade. And I even said I want it down more. Like, I want more. And then I want more. There's not a lot of time left for sellers. You got to get it done now. More, faster, better. For sell side. They couldn't get it done. And, so they're down here fucking dicking around. Couldn't get it done, right? Can't get it done. They try again today. And this time they were actually successful. Let's look at it really quick. So if you look at the round-the-clock markets on Webull, and maybe there are some other brokerage you can, but this is free, so I keep it up, right? If you look right here, we broke. We broke. So if I was a bear, if I wasn't just in a hedge, but I was in like put spreads and fucking, fucking dated puts for the fucking bottom of the market, I'm going to trade it all the way down to 592. Those guys, you know what I'm talking about. Those guys heard that fucking Jerome Powell shit, and they didn't listen to me. So I'm like, outside of a knee jerk, it's positive. Positive. Now you see what the mass is, what the most people see that thing, and they're down here and like, oh, we're so fucked. We're going to close down here. Come wake up tomorrow. The unclench happens. We've broken fucking support. We're broken trend. We're fucked. And we got all kinds of other shit going on. We got reports. We got Jerome. We got fucking all the stock market reporting at the same time this week. And there are implications here. There are implications on next week. Reports. Trillions of dollars were being removed from the market, then back into the market. Gamma walls broken on tech stonks. I saw that shit too. Ripped right through, right? NVIDIA. Go look at it. So this is a giant fucking bear trap. I mean, giant. And you have FOMO now. You got motherfuckers outside, you be swearing, but you got people out there that are like, oh, I got to get long this and I got to get long that. And shit, we just had a bunch of reports. Tomorrow we got more reports. We got Apple and Amazon. Next week we got a whole nother batch. This market's not dead. So this reinvigorates a portion of the market. Now, whether that works out or not, I don't know. I don't know if they front run it. I don't know what they do. And I was thinking about that buying this low today, and I bought the low yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, they're like, when are you going to print? I'm like, we could do it in fucking next 5 minutes. They could wait till the open on tomorrow. They could do it over the weekend while we're all fucking out barbecuing. They could do it in the open on Monday. Whenever you least expect it. Whenever the fucking carnival's going. Whenever the circus is going. Whenever you're not paying attention. Whenever you're sleeping in. So in some ways, the spread is better. And I was in the Discord saying that, like, hey, man, just get out of those fucking calls. Put on a call spread. You can set it, forget it. Set yourself an alert. Ping hits. Cash them out and get out of there. Put an upside target on it. Upside sell side, right? I bought it for $1. I want to sell it for $1.50. It hit. I didn't have to watch it. And we're in what? The season of volatility, which means you sit on the edges. I said that in the stream earlier today. Stay on the edges. For most of you stay on the edges here. You're selling on big highs. And I want to ask you another question, or I want to ask you a question. On all that exuberance and that race up, if you weren't caught in it on the bad side, were you thinking at all to hedge up there? I want you to think about the trader mentality, the trader psychology. So we're all going, woo, yeah, baby. Do you also have the other voice in the back head going, probably another good opportunity to get a hedge on the market? So you like need both of those things going on in your brain at the same time, in my view. I watched zero dates today go up 20,000%, 10,000%, 4,000%, 3,000%. It was insano. And it ain't easy buying this, is it? That doesn't look good, does it? That don't look good down there. That don't look good, right? You got to lose this. We're down here once. Do we get the thingy? No. I said that on the stream earlier. You need to fucking wait until you break the goddamn thing and then get a new low. Then you jump in. You get one down move like this. You know what that is? That's for me. That's for me to buy. And now look where we are. Now look where we are. We got a lower low, but we have a higher high on yesterday, don't we? That kind of looking like that, isn't it? A little bit more price action here, huh? And that also means you need to stay on the edges now, don't you? And the bears only have so much time. I'm going to be honest with you. When you start breaking trend, you got to get that shit done by the end of the month. I'll give you the first week. I'll give you the fucking 5th or 8th or whatever Friday is. We start running higher, though. You need some, like, it ain't happening. We got a bunch of reports next week on Tuesday, Wednesday. We got a bunch more reports tomorrow. And you can see the hedging in here just trying to keep this market from exploding. This market will go fucking vertical. It'll literally go vertical. And you'll take every one of those fucking shorts and you'll turn them into what I call zombie bulls. They have to buy the market. And when they have to buy the market, they have to take it until profit. You literally take them and say, fuck you, you're coming with me, asshole. And we're going up together. The last fucking bear is always turned into a bull. The last bear is turned into a bull. You turn them into a buyer. Fuck you, you're buying, and you're fucking following me up until we're done. Epic. Call that epic. That move was out fucking standing right there. Look at that fucking thing. Rip faces off. And they let us out before 4:14. They let us out. There's no backsies like Meta could or what like fucking Microsoft could. There's no backsies. There's no needing more buyers on open. There it is right there. The arbitrage was insane today. And I miss these days. Back in the day, you could do this shit once a week. Once a week, once a month, and once a quarter. It was amazing. Every fucking Friday. And that right there is epic. Oh yes, I'm gonna bask in this for a day at least. The bad comes the good, and there it is right there. Bam. New daily high. Big green dildo right here. And I know that there are people trapped in here. I know it. I'm not talking about puts. If you got burned on puts, you're lucky. I guarantee there was some short in here, and they got annihilated. If some asshole said they fucking were short from up here, they're upside down paying for maintenance right now. If they top ticked it, you're going to be like, oh, I closed it. No, you didn't. I read the chat. You didn't close it. Yeah, post that clarity. So that buys some time. If I was a seller, if I was like a true bear, I'd be pissed right now. That is not what you want to see. You don't want to see that. You want to like close the door, roll into tomorrow, cry me a river, bears. I wrote a whole book for you, or bulls. I wrote a whole book for you. Wine. Now we've got you trapped in for the rest of the reports on Thursday. Start fading Friday. Bye-bye, bulls. Suck it. We're out of here. That was not what you wanted to see. That's a fucking bear trap right there. That was a big-ass bear trap. Okay, so let's get to business here. We've got two more reports. Hold on, I gotta hold on a second here. I'm getting yelled at here. All right, so there's two things. I'm gonna have Scott on, Volatility Wiz on right now. We're gonna talk to him because he's smarter than me. See, I used to try to be smart. I'd try to learn all this stuff, and then I got doing what I'm doing. So I'm the kind of guy that keeps people that are smart in what they do around me. Right? You do that with me, don't you? This motherfucker says we're turning up, closing for profit, and I'm out of here. Sometimes he's wrong, but I trust that asshole over there. That's how you keep friends, right? So we're gonna bring Scott on the line here in just a moment on voice. I'll bring up some charts for him. And one last thing, my wife and children are mad at me. We're supposed to go to dinner tonight. I'm doing the stream. It's summer for us. My oldest is going to college. I'm gonna lose my daughter, bros. And I'm sick. I don't talk about that publicly. But anyways, I'm supposed to go to dinner, so I got to keep this short. What we're going to do is we're going to talk to Scott and get his insight on what happened. And then I'm going to briefly go over what's going to happen with the rest of the big reports tomorrow. And I said in the Discord and private stream earlier, what did I say to you? I said, this is going to happen, and they're going to carry all boats up with us. They're not going to let this shit slide. They're not going to let you do this again tomorrow. They're going to front run all this shit. I'm going to tell you right now, that's what they're going to do. I'm going to front run Thursday's shit right now into tomorrow. You understand? And to boot, it carried everybody else up, didn't it? They're not going above this gamma level. Oh, fuck no, they ain't. They ripped it to pieces. And now that today is over, they can do it again tomorrow, can't they? It's a whole new day, whole new gamma day. The whole market's 0 fucking dates. It's like a brand new gamma day. It really, truly is. We move markets here. You know that. I show you the put gamma and call gamma. We move this fucking market with 0 dates all day long. Hold on one second. I'm going to call Scott and see if he answers the phone. Not always. If they're not in market, we do. If the big boys are in the market, get out of their fucking way. Let's see if we can get him on the phone here. Hello? Hello? Can you... Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear me? I think he might have answered. I can't hear him. Hold on. Let me just put him on. Let me put his input. Let me put his audio on here. Hold on here. Audio. What about input? Output devices. Let me try this. Is he... Scott, if you're here, just hold on. Give me a mic check here in just a minute.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah. I can hear you now. Say something sweet to me.
How much money did you make today?
A lot of money. I think a few people know what I made today. It was a lot of money. It was a year salary for most people.
Wow.
It was a good one.
Median. Right.
I don't get a lot of those. So when you get them, they hit.
Yeah. I usually get them on down days, not on up days. Well, so yeah.
It feels good though, doesn't it? When it hits, it hits. So you're just like, fucking, I nailed it. And you get the responsibility of everybody else too, right? At the same time, you're like, come on, come along with me, man. We're gonna get dangerous together. Are you there? I might have lost him.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put it on freaking speaker so that I could actually do something.
Do you want me? You can either share charts with me via. You can if you want to share charts, you can. If you don't want to, I can do whatever you want me to do.
Okay, so I just shared the chart on the Discord. You know, to me, that's like the chart of the month, and so
we're in the general chat.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to look right now. All right, hold on. Let me show this on the screen here. Hold on. All right, hold on here. Let me move this up here. Thanks for joining us, by the way, Scott. You didn't have to do this, and I really appreciate it.
I don't mind it at all. I mean, you know, I've been listening to you like when it's slow during the summertime, and it's like it's you know, hey, you know, you've been doing a great job. Just yeah, didn't we just talk about yesterday that people are just so dumb that they sell the market before all of this stuff happens? Didn't we just talk about that?
We did. I begged him this morning on the show, bro.
Morons thinking.
I begged him on the show. I'm like, you can't, like, you don't need all of it. You don't need to be the top ticker. You don't need to fucking be like, going early. You just wait for the roll. You capture the middle, and it's fucking. You make bank. You do that over and over and over again.
It's sort of like, didn't you say you had sex this morning? It's sort of like that. It must be your birthday or something, but it's sort of like that. You have to wait until, like, this stuff goes by. It just takes time. I mean, or it should take time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is how they get trapped, right? There's the fuel.
a great trader would say, you sell it down. You don't sell it
Yes.
up, right? It's freaking stupid. You wait for it to break before you sell, right? So, I mean, today I even posted in the Discord. I was like,
where should a great bull be? In the bottoms, right?
Huh?
A bull should be waiting at the bottoms, shouldn't he? Or she. If you're a buyer, not a seller.
You know what? Here's the thing.
If you're a seller, you're waiting for major tops, right? I guess, or no, or intraday, or intra-week, whatever. Your weekly high.
I never sell tops, ever.
You wait for the roll on a top.
I just try to anticipate where vol's going to show up for like a little bit, and do it. But like
I watched vol in the background.
Yeah,
I watched that rejection on VIX today too. It was awesome.
It was such a joke. I mean, you knew that these people have made money every day for like 3 months now. Like just selling puts at 10 to 11 a.m. every single day.
On a down day, what do they do at the end of the day?
Well, it just...
Do they smash puts into the close too?
Like they're like where the open interest is. So I guess you're like leading me right into this chart. So essentially, one thing that you have to pay attention to is when these companies report, right? Is it 4:05, or are you going to be a dick like Apple and do it at 4:30, right? Because the zero dated options stop trading at 4:15.
That's right.
So today, both Meta and Microsoft reported at 4:05, and that was okay. A $500 billion in market cap moving around, right? And options that needed to be hedged that quickly. And that's why things spiked. I mean, they got to buy Qs. They got to
buy it all.
Stock. Yeah. It's not like the actual stock. Either of those stocks had huge open interest for like this week. It was that they had 200,000 options traded at 570, which I showed.
Where's the show at? Oh, show me the chart. I want to see the. Where'd you share it with me in the DMs or no?
No, I put it right into the thing.
What did I miss here? Did I miss another one or just this one? Is just the? Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, I missed it. It's right here. I see it on the right. It's talking about these numbers right over here.
So
270 fucking thousand. God damn, this is Qs. Yeah, this is Qs.
So this went from 5 cents, at 3:30 to $3. That's 60x in like a half an hour, right? And I'm really irritated that I missed that, because you got to know when these companies report, right? Tomorrow, it's not going to be the same deal because Apple's at 4:30, Amazon is at 4:05 or something like that. But like these are consumer facing. They're not like, throwing money into the wind like these other two companies that reported today, right? So,
well, that's the other thing too, is you got the first report that was big, and then you got the second Meta report, and that's the one where the dealers got flipped, right? They had to become chased. They kept SPY like just underneath the daily range, and then as soon as Meta hit the tape, it was on. You're not going to get that tomorrow, are you? You're not going to get both of those reports.
I don't think so. But we have end of the month stuff going on. The
negative Nancy rebalancing shit, right?
I don't really give a shit about rebalancing anymore because it's so minuscule compared to what it used to be. It's when rebalancing happens when all these stocks have auction expiration like near like a Friday. So like that happened last Friday. So like this whole thing, I don't think is really that meaningful. Like
I saw some numbers on a lot of selling tomorrow, and then I saw some numbers on like blackout windows and shit like that with a bunch of these reports that are coming out today, and also there's like flat and up tape inflows from CTAs and vol control. Well, vol control is exiting. There's some flat and up tape stuff, but that shit ends too this week. I think it ends tomorrow.
okay,
I'll have to look at it tonight.
On that front, like I would say that like, you know, CTAs, global long, you know, just equities is at 100% dial. That was in his note. Charlie, the celebrity quant's note yesterday.
Oh, it was in there?
Like, it was. But, you know, the vol control still has room, but it's like, it's up there.
I think they're done, dude.
Like peaking. Yeah.
I looked at it this morning and it was way up there.
It depends on who you look at. The like different, you know, I
saw the GS vol control.
Okay.
With the bigger chart.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like mooning. It's more like back to sort of like an area where, you know,
it's supportive, but it's not rolling.
Signs. Yeah. This is like the dumbest money ever invented. I have no idea why these people do this. Like, it's linked to like pension funds and things like that. But like, honestly, like if there ever was an indicator for like when you should be like buying and selling stuff, it's like this thing. It's like it has to be the best. It's the dumbest of the dumb money ever invented.
What's the ETF you showed me yesterday, I think, or the day before? What was the one that you had that was top 50?
So XLG holds the top 50 in market cap. So it always will roll out and roll into whatever are the top 50, right? So I mean, if you just own that, and I sort of consider it to be a proxy for like old people, right?
Yeah.
If you're like 70 years old and you don't want real market risk, you own like all the biggest stuff, right? Because, you know, the government can't let this stuff go down. It would literally, you know.
When I look at that, it's insane. When I look at that chart, it's insane. When you're like, why are they never selling? Right fucking there shows you why. That chart shows why they never sell. Or they've never broken below trend. I looked at trend in that fucking ETF going back to like the early 2000s. That shit was one line. I mean, it went up and down above and below it, but it was still one fucking line going up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll add here. It was stupid.
It's sort of like so I have my stepfather-in-law is like 84 and he like owns, and he said he asked me, you know, all these tech funds, and he says, you know, what should I do? I'm like, well, you're 84, you should probably like lay this stuff off. And he's like, I think I want to buy more. I'm like, okay, all right, you know, that's where we're at. Stuff like that.
I looked at that chart, dude, and then I looked at like 2022. I was like, that's just a blip in the fucking bucket. I'm like, these fucking guys, anytime that fucking that ETF goes down to any kind of major low, you just load the fuck up on it.
Yeah, like, I mean, and if you get the real smart ones, you know, they sell puts because they want to own it lower and things like that, you know. So it's like I'll take it down there. I'll take it. So like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh. So what
bro?
What do you think the plan is for tomorrow? You think they front run this shit before we ever get there and fade fucking Thursday close and Friday close, or what?
I don't think, because of the fact that there aren't that many stock options expiring tomorrow, like the typical late ramp is probably not in play.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah. Other than that,
I don't disagree. I shouldn't say I disagree. I want to see him hit that. I want to see, before they were done, I want to see them hit on SPX. I want to see like the 6450 or near there. and then a sell. And I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know if they're going to do it tonight, tomorrow, Monday.
For a lot.
I know. Fuck, these fucking guys want a fucking crystal ball. Like, I want a time and a price, and that's it. I'm like, I can't right now. We're living in the 0-day world.
I mean, like, let's be honest. I mean, like, if you just look at ES right now, it hasn't moved since 410, since everyone needed to hedge out that stupid exposure, right? In 415. So it hasn't moved. So we're getting mechanical here. And like, if I look at SPX exposure for tomorrow, okay, open interest, there's freaking junk. There's like what, 11,000 at 6,400? That's nothing. Like, I don't think the market really has a drag here.
I don't think so either. It's wide open to go up. I don't know why people don't bring it up there. I agree with you. There's no wall. We'll say that.
Right.
There's no upside wall. I only see dealer activity. That's all I see is dealer stuff. Like earlier, I thought it was real money selling, but I'm like, oh, that must be the top, but it's not. It was just dealers fucking coming in to hedge, and I'm like,
yeah. So the other thing is, there's only one last thing, and that is, you got NFP vol, right? And so like,
yes,
it's priced for like 1%.
Yep.
60 points, and what they like to do. They're gonna try to burn that shit off, and that's gonna push the thing higher, at least like for into that. Then you can get some freedom, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have like this. Like the last two notes I've done, I just don't have this feeling that we're gonna be experiencing any major vol event until we get through August expiration. I just don't feel it. I think people are like expecting August vol, and that's what drives me sort of nuts. So it's going to be like dry and drippy for like a couple more weeks. I just, Palantir and AMD, people want to see that stuff. Like there's lots of fan stocks that have to report still. Dude,
there's like 500 reports next Wednesday, bro. 500 on like Wednesday. Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, people forget that. You're great point. People forget that like this week, even though the Gig Tech report stuff gets all the attention, people forget that actually next week is like even bigger.
It's even bigger, bro.
Yeah. The stuff that's growing and the stuff that's smaller but like rising, like those stocks, like that comes like a little later. So yeah. I don't expect much. I have no hopes for vol. Let's put it that way. So that's it.
I just keep telling people to tee off every time there's some big high. You just get in there and fucking go short. Not short, but nice little hedge for the fall, and just keep buying the dip on every island until it fails. Like once we lose an island, we're fucked. But we haven't lost one, so
yeah. I wish I could figure out how to trade this as well as you do. I mean, like. I think it's like you go 2 days out and you buy a call butterfly and you just like, just hope it rises like 30 points in the next 2 days or something like that. I mean, this is not my bailiwick is constantly grinding higher bull hard stuff. It's just not my thing.
It's bizarre. What I feel like is that we grind. Then it's like we get there and then it's for the smallest moment. Or sometimes you get the print, it holds if you get the next level, but I often feel like I have to chase a print, or not chase, but be patient, or be patient to find the low, be patient to find the high. And I don't feel like it's easy. I feel like
it's not. I mean, sometimes like last July, it was kind of easy because it gave you that like blow off top thing, and everyone was like, okay, that's a sign, right?
Yeah,
everybody knew it, right? But we don't have one of those, so we're stuck watching it. Like, well, not you. I mean, you're making money, but I'm not. I'm just like, I haven't made money, good money since like June, because I do not do the sort of trading you do, and I wish I did. I just, I've been sort of not bleeding out like just waiting for something to happen. That's my situation at this point in time.
Did you notice that? Charlie mentioned that yesterday? Like right in the start of his note, he was like,
the tapping out. Yeah.
he's like,
I
they're
don't buy
tapping out.
cold hedges. Yeah, I don't buy hedges. I mean, I'm selling something against a long ball, right? So, but my trade ideas this week were like, sell August 15, long September, that's 35 days, in QQQ, and you can do it for 1% of QQQ. Like, that's a great trade. That's a great trade.
You haven't won, you had like a 9 printer or 9 out of 1 payout on that, right?
No, that was
9.
the spy. That was the SPX butterfly I was talking about. So the SPX butterfly is like if you buy 63.50, 60.50, and 57.50, you can get that for 30 SPX points. And
Jesus.
that would be $3 in SPY, right? And you have essentially a 5% down move into September expiration, and it'll pay like immediately, right? More than double or whatever. But like the maximum payout because it's 300 or $3, right? $30 wide. I'm trying to convert the SPY to SPX. It's 9-1.
9-1.
I'll put that up right now. I'll put that up on the thing right now so that
Cool.
people can see that.
But we got to get the 5%er though before the end of September, right?
It would be the what I was looking at was
my fucking fear is they don't do it till October, dude. Like the real move, like or the real like blood. Like they start the move in September, but I don't think they do like that capitulation move is like fucking burn that whole month of September and then boom, first week of October, fucking hammer it.
I've seen that before. I mean, you even talked about it the other day about the 2018 parable is definitely it started at the beginning of October. And
it's possible if we go higher, isn't it?
Massacre, right? It was the Christmas massacre where it stopped.
We were talking about want to wash out every goddamn bull. That's the way you do it, right? Christmas massacre. Fuck.
I'm telling you, I'll never forget that day.
20% down on Christmas. Fuck you. In your Christmas.
It was a half trading day. Okay. And I got a phone call from a guy I trade for going like, why are we down so much on Christmas Eve? For like noontime. I'm like, I have people coming over. I'm cooking for people. Like, seriously. Can you imagine?
Dude, like it was
people were shell shocked.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It's probably the worst Christmas ever, right? It's got to be one of the worst.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were working that day, you did really well because you.
If you were selling, yes. Going through the Christmas spirit. Or I guess maybe it is Christmas spirit for some of us out there.
That guy is still with me today, man, and I've given him like 100% return, but so far this year. But like I'm telling you, when he called me on Christmas Eve, he was like, he didn't use the word fuck, but he was like close. He was like, "What?"
No, I'm in that set, dude. I can trade sell side, but I feel so much better on buy side. I like my whole mentality, everything. I was devastated this spring. Even this fucking spring, the last move down, I was so mad. I was so fucking angry. I bought a bunch of shit. I was in the market for like almost $500,000. We hit like 92 and I was out. I'm like, I'm out. No more exposure. I'm off the fucking crazy train. I don't want on the fucking ride anymore. I don't care where we go. I don't give a fuck where we go. I'm out. I was like, I'll do spreads and calls for the rest of this bullshit year. I'm like, I'm done this whole year. I didn't want to deal with Trump. I'm like, I'm not fucking dealing with the crazy train. I'm on off the fucking crazy train. I don't care what the returns are. I'm on off.
I mean, he's generally good for, trading. I mean, you have to admit, like
he's good.
This was like yeah, he is good for trading.
But when I've lost it with him, it's been fucking it's been a fucking car wreck. fucking multi-car pileup. Just,
Yeah.
or even up.
Yeah.
I've gotten fucked on him up. Actually, this year I got fucked on him on an up move. I did. I got fucked on him. I did.
You did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, an upside move. I was on puts and I got it was gone. It's like,
how did you get blindsided on an upside move? That's like you're all over that shit.
It was one day where it was I want to say it was in I want to say it was between February and April, and we were like trading sideways, waiting for a Trump, like we were waiting for like a Trump at like 3:00 or some shit like that. I'm like, he ain't coming out till 4. He like came out at like 2:35, 2:45. It was like straight down. One of those days I made bank or I was out of the way or something, but one of those days I was in. Yeah, we were heading down, and it was just like wham, unexpected. And he pumped the fuck out of the market. And I got smoked. And that shit, I was like, that shit ain't ever coming back. It came back once the expiry happened that day, and the day came back.
Yeah. He learned from his first. Okay, you bring up a great point here. Like, this is something to actually talk about. Like, his first Treasury Secretary was Mnuchin, right? At
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs, a classic, and he knows how derivative markets work, right? So, like, back in the day, he would like tell Trump, like, if you want the most market effect, like drop news OPEX week or whatever, like
Yeah.
like Thursday at like 3
Yeah.
in the afternoon. Yeah. It was so unbelievable.
Gonna trade off 4:15 in the afternoon, gonna trade back on 9:15 a.m. Fucking.
So he would literally use the gamma to improve the economy or to change the stock market back then, like and at Mnuchin's like advice. And I don't, I don't think Besant's anywhere near the intelligence of Mnuchin.
People say that he is, but I don't think he is.
Yeah. I don't know who says what, because like who can you trust? I mean,
I say Besant is nowhere near, and people rip on me all day long about it. Like, he's pretty good. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. I'm like, he knows.
He's a smart dude.
Yes.
He's a smart dude. He knows what's going on. Did Besant work at the top of Goldman?
No.
I don't think so.
Mnuchin was always a badass, and then the other guy was a badass too. Fucking Larry, fucking fuckface. Larry, fuck was his name?
Yeah.
Kudlow. Fuck that guy too.
Oh, he's
just an evil bastard.
His name. Yeah. That guy's like 80 years old. I mean, if Kramer's 75, that means that that Kudlow's like 85.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he's like fucking what's his name from the guy they would put it, let's say he's like Donnie, is it Rumsfeld? They'd put it in out. There's like a few of those guys, right? the other guy from the 60s, the fucking the other guy was around for like 100 fucking years in different presidencies during the Cold War. I forget his name, the short guy. What's up, generous Greg? What's up, brother? Did you make money or what, brother? Woo! Congratulations, generous Greg. I love you, brother. Congratulations, my man. You see that in the chat right now?
Nice to see that some people listen to you, unlike me. Like, if I just listened to you a little bit, I would have been not wasting my July.
I've
been like blowing smoke at you, bro. Like, it's one of those things that like it's so difficult for me to take like just long call stuff because it's so ingrained. Like, I went to accounting school. I went to Bentley College, like the #1 accounting school in the United States. It's a fact. And my father was in taxation, in government positions. So I've been groomed to be like less speculative. That's the DNA, and that's why you helped me. You helped me break out of that shell a little bit to like start to think about things like in a different way, and so it's helpful. So,
well, I really appreciate how smart you are. I want you to know that. Like, you're way over my head at all times, and I really want you to know that when I come to you and talk like a fucking Neanderthal, ape, gorilla, stupid man, you help me work through all of this stuff, and I really want you to know that how appreciative I am
It's
of
a
that.
pretty fair it's a good combination, I would think.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I like I, like you're a professional. I meet these professionals. I meet professionals like you. I get along with most of you guys. Are fucking really hella smart, you know. And uh, I wish I could have. I wish I could have traded professionally. I wish I'd done that when I was even younger, and I should have ran with it
Just so
earlier
you
than
checked it
later.
off.
What's that?
Just so you sort of checked it off.
Yeah, I wish I would have like gone to a fucking a boiler room and said, "Try me out," whatever. Let's see what we can do here, because there's something about the blood and cut of all of you guys that I really like and enjoy and appreciate, and um, the intelligence that's behind all of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it does matter. So
I mean, it really does boil down to like, uh, because like numbers don't matter anymore. I mean, I've been saying this for so long. Like, the perma bubble is not going away. And the reason is because retirees have Apple. They have all this stuff. And like, if it goes down, it's going to destroy the economy because they're
yeah,
handing this money to their kids.
yeah,
It's serious.
me too, man. I'm with you.
It's like, this is Japan.
It is Japan.
Yeah.
It's the early fucking stages of Japan. You know it, right? It's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
An apartment in Japan back in the day, fucking what? $35,000 a month, right? It's like fucking what?
Yeah. So bears can just accept that, the reality is that, and start thinking about things a little bit differently, right? Um, you would never short the indices because you want to short individual stock volatility. That's where you can get your money, right? So, like in my last post, I was like,
when I see stocks, not indices, stocks going underneath the monthly trigger, I'm like, that's clear as day bear.
yeah,
They're in a bear market. Happens all the time.
Okay. So
indexes rare as fuck.
Don't you like to talk Carvana? Like, what is that today or tomorrow or what?
I think it was yesterday or today. You want to look at it?
I mean, it's like an absolute comedy routine, that fucking thing. Like, it's a scam.
Yeah.
Grifts and scams are hot. So, I mean, it has to be looked at. It's just so big now.
Let me look at it. Let me just check the when's it was today or tomorrow. I just can't recall which one it was. But I remember it was today or tomorrow.
I think it was freaking today.
It was today.
Yeah. Just now. Like,
I wish I had been able to chart it for people. What did they end up doing? Did you mean to look at it? Or I wish I could look at it without seeing what it did.
I'm gonna check it out. I need to know. I didn't get a scam alert, so I got to check.
I'm like this morning I made a post or yesterday.
Oh, it's up so much.
Oh my God, look at it.
These people, man. It's like, that's what you do. That's what you do.
I told them this doing Twitter yesterday. I said the quants are fucked.
They are really in trouble. All the stuff that they, not all the stuff. Like, I don't write these things, the code. But Goldman keeps talking about how the quants are getting their ass kicked so hard. And, this is another example. Numbers don't matter, right?
No, they don't matter, dude. Numbers don't fucking matter.
So, like, this company, okay, there have been so many short reports on exactly why these people are frauds, okay? But do you think the stock price will ever reflect that? Not until, like, bankruptcy, not until the feds investigate. And guess who's in charge of the White House, right? There's going to be no fraud investigation.
No, there's gonna be no fucking fraud investigations.
Exactly. Exactly. So this thing has like, a lot of runway to do whatever it wants to do. That's the bottom line. And you don't see advertising for them anymore. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like because of the amount of fraud out there that nobody's talking about it. Like they want it hush hush. Like you know what I mean by that? Like
No. Do you hear what you're saying? So like literally they're toning down their their advertising at the same time the stock is like going through the roof. It's like they don't want people to pay attention to it.
I feel like yes. I mean, I truly feel like the non-enforcement that's going on was like an issue for a minute, and then everybody got quiet about it. I mean, in some of the rules they stopped was like one of the rules that shocked me was the shell company rules. I was blown away by that. I was like, you got to be shitting me. You can remain absolutely fucking private and hide your money where the fuck you want at this point, anywhere in the world. Literally, some of these rules they stopped or stopped that were supposed to be passed. And then the investigations for the amount of money that they're going to investigate you for, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then they're cutting IRS agents. I was like, this isn't it.
Yeah.
And it's like you're saying, it doesn't. The effect means more than even the cuts. It's almost like a tacit, like, hey, commit as much fucking fraud as you want. No one's looking. Maybe they will in the next cycle, next regime, or go back and find those people or whatever. But I was shocked at the blatant fucking fraud. You know, on that topic, dude, I had never seen fucking fraud in my life until I moved to Detroit.
It's unbelievable. Okay, go ahead.
And I thought it was just a Detroit thing, and then I'm like I'm looking around me everywhere, and I'm like, I think it's fucking everywhere. Joe Donut. Oh, I probably shouldn't say his name, but he made a comment to me because after I got out of the army, I tried to put as much distance as I could from me in the military, and I had a bad experience with the VA, and I was just like, fuck this. And I had a medal that was, I don't know if it didn't transfer from one battalion to another. And then when I went back to find out what the fuck happened, they had destroyed like the paper records. It was like 7 years ago or something. True story, right? I'm all angry about it, and I'm freaking out and pissed off, and I still got my paperwork and stuff, but anyways, the shorter story of this was a few years later I met a house flipper who was a vet, and he was from New York City, and he was like, dude, he's like, are you not doing any of your benefits? I'm like, fuck no. I don't want to be on a bar stool anywhere. I'm like, I buried that person, and I'm back to being a civilian human. And he's like, dude, everybody's going to get their benefits and this and that and all the stuff, and I just blew this guy off. And my wife was in the army too, and then I spoke to Joe, and he was like, dude, you wouldn't believe the number of people that Joe lives in $1 million house, and he's like, dude, I couldn't tell you the number of people that have a normal job and served in the military. I shouldn't be saying this stuff publicly. Like they served the military and are all collecting benefits. He's like, every motherfucker there. And when I was in years ago, they never gave benefits to anybody. Like you had to like fight tooth and nail to get like your 20 to 30 or 30 to 100% disability or any kind of fucking whatever. But the operation like Iraqi freedom and shit like opened up a door to a whole bunch of benefits. And it's all fucking fraud in my view. I'll be honest with you. I'm a vet. I'll tell you right now. In my view, it's a vet. It's like taking benefits for like pat you in the back and shit. I don't feel right taking that shit personally. Now, not that I like the VAI. That's the other thing. But
what's your general, like, where are you going with this in general?
Well, I'm saying that I feel like there's fucking fraud everywhere. Like everywhere I look, I moved to Detroit and I'm hearing up stories about this and that and fraud everywhere. And some of it's even legal fucking fraud.
So you didn't serve in Iraq, is that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So like, I have a very good friend who served in Iraq, and he was in the reserves. And I think I probably told you this story, but he was in like the zone there, and he was like he had access to like Pizza Hut and
Yeah.
Burger King and
Taco
stuff.
Bell, baby.
Yeah, and like, but he didn't have like internet and stuff that was like specialized. You had to go into like areas where you could like send emails
Yep.
occasionally. Yeah,
You use a sat phone mostly to call family.
and there
All
was
that
no,
shit
like,
changed, dude.
liquor,
All that
like
that
yeah.
there was like a shift. Like you would get deployed one day short of being a veteran. If you were like reserves, guard, and stuff like that, you 1 day short.
Totally got that. He was totally burned.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck after 2007, 8. They didn't give a fuck anymore. You go deploy, benefits, and we giving you extra. If you serve in that time period, you get benefits today in any capacity.
So
I think
he like it was that, you know, 6-month tour of duty for him turned out to be like a retirement plan almost in and of itself. It was huge.
Huge. He's like, I can't believe I know any. Like Joe's like, I can't believe any veterans live here and they work a normal job. They might make like 80, 120 a year. He's like, and they're all collecting an extra fucking check for like 3 to 5K a month. I'm like, every time, dude, forever till they're dead.
So yeah, so they're going old school and they're gonna retire like 60. I'm 53, but they're gonna retire like when they hit 60, like for good.
They didn't give those benefits, dude, pre Gulf War II. Till about halfway through Iraq.
A congressional act.
Like, it was.
Around, you know, yeah.
They fast tracked everybody. They used to give you like a I forget what it's called. It's not a mentor, but it's like a an advocate. And you just have to fight tooth and fucking nail for anything. And then thereafter, you could just be like, oh, I got this injury, I got that injury. This has come back to haunt me. And you used to have to like prove that you had like incident reports with your unit and all this other stuff. And dude, that paperwork gets lost all the time. They were just fast tracking motherfuckers. So, and I don't know that I harp on this in particular, but I think just I feel like the whole U.S. has some kind of I don't know if it's straight fraud or legal fraud or entitlements everywhere. There's a lot of entitlements, I guess. And then we had COVID. And didn't Trump float this week that he was going to give checks? I swore he floated something this week where some of the income from something, he's going to start sending checks out to people that are low income. Some kind of an entitlement. I read that somewhere. I shit you not, dude. Hold on, look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Because I mean, I feel like that is coming anyway. It's just like a matter of time when Tesla robots are like, you know, making your dinner or whatever. I was gonna say something even funnier, but you know, I do have a governor on my board, you know, sometimes. But
there was some those tariffs or something. I can't remember what he was gonna what income he was gonna use for it, but there was some kind of an entitlement. He just pitched it recently. It was like it was some.
You realize people like do people realize what Jay Powell said today? That
no
absolute fact that the tariff
they don't
has just begun.
That's it. Just drop in the bucket.
So like he's like, dude, it's 30 billion now. It's going to be like 300 billion in like 2 months. Like, how are we going to possibly, how can we possibly envision how every
the impact
right is going to like deal with that? Like, you know, who's going to pay? Like the way it gets paid is going to be spread out in different ways, and we just don't know.
Is the producer absorbing it? Is the corporation absorbing some of it? Is the citizen absorbing some of it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, corporations are like probably sensitive at this point to like pushing it because they feel like we can't really push, and like profit margins are like at what, you know, all-time highs, right?
Stupid, dude.
It's like you always felt like the board's main objective was like, how do we get our stock options up, right? By saying awesome things, right? It's going to be more difficult going forward to do that.
We just say awesome things and stonks go up.
Because they have options, that's how they get compensated, right?
So fucking true. Look at
I mean,
Apple.
basically, corporate America is just a bunch of rich people with stock options, right? Given to them
yes.
low strike that are like, okay, if I say something awesome, I could like sell my options, right? And just make like $50 million. It's insane. It's just if it just do a little homework on like how this actually works. It's unbelievable. So I, I mean, Tim Cook himself goes out there and goes, "All right, I'm going to dump like Jeff Bezos just said it because his wife is worth $1 billion, right? Even though she's like weird looking. Like, what's up with her,
dude?
like,
I
why does
don't
he like her so much. And she's rented too. She's like Tony Gonzalez's ex.
I know.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Am I wrong?
No, you're right, dude. I was like, I would say like you do the who's the famous actor that
Cap.
who's
You have a spaceship. You have no. You have multiple spaceships, and you're taking this.
Leonardo DiCaprio's got hot. It's kind of creepy, but he's got like what, nobody over 26 or something. It's kind of fucking fucked up, but they're still very pretty. The man has everything.
Spaceship.
She's like Laura Loomer, bro.
No. Just I'm asking a question. If you had multiple spaceships, would you be taking her out for a ride?
I would say as ex-wife, I would. She has that classic timeless. I'm shocked he left his ex-wife. I mean, you don't know what's going on in their private lives, but
No,
I wouldn't have traded her in for the new one. No way.
You never know. It's all personal, and like as far as like do you
Yeah, you never know the history and all that
intellectual kind of level or whatever. And like when he was really working his ass off, like he was just alone in a room, just figuring shit out. But well, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm like, she's not the woman that I would be taking up in a spaceship that I created.
No, back half of your life. Come on.
And it's not about the looks. I mean, the looks.
Do you think she looks good? I'm gonna bring a picture of her right now. You're so shallow, bro. We're gonna get in so much trouble.
She's exactly the opposite of the kind of woman that I would date.
Let's see.
For sure.
She's the exact opposite?
Opposite. I don't want any disfiguration of anything. Like, I don't mind if you have, like, if a woman had, like, I like normal looking women. I'm just not, like, this. She's just not appeal to me in any way.
I'm looking at some pictures of her. I mean, she's beautiful. I can't say she's not beautiful. I'm not really
beautiful. In my mind, she's not beautiful.
Well, I'm looking at all the work done. I don't like the work unless it's subtle. I'm not down with like I'm down with if it's subtle, like you can't notice, like take away the neck or whatever, that's fine. Or I see young girls today doing that stuff. They do like the plastic surgery too young, and then they get older and they start looking like like they're 80 fucking years old and they're like 30. Like all the Botox and
I mean, she looks like okay. Courtney Cox. You don't want to have Courtney Cox look. Not good.
Do you think some guys like it or
permanently disfigured as if you had like cancer surgery in your face?
Do you think there's maybe do you think maybe she just sometimes people will be with someone because they're willing to do certain things other people aren't willing to do, maybe? I don't know, kinks maybe. I don't know.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm getting yelled at. We're going off topic. It looks like some people find her hot, so I think we're upsetting some people.
Okay.
All right, so I gotta go here, but we're gonna look we're gonna look at Apple. Can you look at Apple with me? Do you mind doing that with me or no?
Sure. I don't mind at all.
All right,
The
so
thing is, like, Apple's stuck to 200, and like everybody's sort of like, is the Bears have a very solid,
what's their case?
their case is that like they're
What's
Verizon. That's their case.
oh, all right,
And it's trading at 38 times or something like that.
yeah.
So legitimate, totally legitimate.
So we got here.
People want to add Verizon at 38 times or whatever. Like, probably not. Like, are people buying phones? Guess what? They haven't even shown an inkling that they could get a handle on, um, the burgeoning technology that everybody else seems to be doing, right? They just ditched the car, right? Like,
I was shocked at that.
Car thing is really moving forward. I don't know.
They were the car that everybody wanted, or that was the one car that everybody wanted to see too, right?
Here's what you do. You buy 2028 Apple calls and you pray that Tim Cook gets fired. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to an extent, yes. You want to see that like PEVC expansion of their business is what you're saying. I don't disagree with that either. At some point, your company, your sacred cow, is going to be polluted, right?
Because any hope for not him will shoot the stock up like 20-30%.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah. So that's the if like that's not a bad trade. Just buy 2028.
It's like an M&A for Apple.
Calls. Yeah. And just go to bed going like, please Tim Cook get fired. Please Tim Cook get fired.
I wonder if that's sooner than later.
Thing is, he's like too clean because he's like a gay man in a gay marriage, so he knows how to keep his nose clean. Do you follow me on that?
Is that a lot like Besant? You have to live up to certain expectations of society bullshit.
Yeah, because of his situation, he has to be clean. He's cleaner than a normal.
Like fucking whatever is a square normal. It's possible. I don't know.
The guy last week that got caught.
Which guy?
On the Kiss Cam.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tim Cook could never do that. He's too clean for that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Possibly, yeah. So he's got his.
I would say if you're a minority, that you probably would agree with that. You'd be like, you can't do shit without. You can't, or that's privilege, right? Probably call that privilege.
Right. The guy goes to bed with a glass of milk at 9 o'clock. Okay, like I get it. I mean, that's what he does. He's gets his pajama outfits all laid out. Like, I totally understand. Right.
And so
that's not gonna. Yeah.
Good. Do you think that's a part of being of the Apple thing, though? Too, maybe part of the Apple image, or no? Like straight cut, clean.
If you're an Apple investor, you don't want to have like grandpa fucking pajamas like running your company.
So you want that clean feeling and look, but you want the aggressive risk taker too, right? At least with tech and stuff like that, possibly.
Well, like, when was the last time they did anything that made anybody like excited about the company? Like, it's been and like look at the valuation. It's like, I know we joke about valuations all the time, but like seriously, like, why are you paying this much money for like zero yield, right? And zero owning it. I mean, you're getting nothing for owning that stock. You're basically, it's a placeholder stock for like the Dow. Like, you are a Dow company. You are done. You are finished. You're over. That's it. It's over. It's totally over. Am I wrong?
I can't. I want to show you something here. I said to you that maybe it's coming sooner than later, but I disagree. But I want to show you what I got here. This is what Larry Williams' expectations were for Apple this year.
Mm.
And the Apple forecast. Now, this was last year. It's altered. I have the new one, but I don't know where it is. I was digging around for it. What I found fascinating about this Apple cycle chart was, of course, Apple is, kind of tracks the market. It's in its own little bear market right now. It hasn't really participated, but it's still kind of an indicator for the market at all, at large, and whatever. And what I want to show you is, follow my cursor right here, this blue line. Shows a greater cycle top and low coming in for Apple. This is market wide. But fascinatingly, he also said that Apple would fail here into a major low in late August and possibly middle of September. Now, the red one is more important for trading on a year basis, month to month and stuff like that, not like 5 years out or whatever. What I found fascinating was right in here, there's supposed to be a market low and then a crank higher into December. So I don't know that Apple is the key right now. And to that point, anyways, somewhere down here, right? So my point here is that Apple's getting fucking annihilated over here on like a daily basis, but they keep buying these dips down here. Someone's accumulating this, and someone's accumulating it on a higher frame. So they're like looking on weekly and monthly lows on Apple, and they're accumulating it for a fucking print end of year, like a big one. And I don't know that it's today that they catch that print or tomorrow or whatever in their ER. But what I am fascinated with this stock in particular. As a late comer at the end of the year. I mean, look at this fucking thing. It went down depths of hell into April, and then look at dude, it never went nowhere. So I guess my greater point, Ed. My greater point is, can you come down and do this equal low down here, and you've got some kind of a late year runner. I think Tesla, Apple, there's a few others. There's like 2 or 3 like outperform whole market stocks. If you're gonna do like giga fucking Mag 7 shit, this one is totally outperformed. And I'm not necessarily bullish. I mean, you can be bullish here, but I'm more interested in this, like, whenever this August, September, October low is, like down there in the depths of hell.
So from a vol perspective, can I talk about Apple a little bit?
You talk about Apple, and I'll start working on this thing, and I'll work as you talk.
Okay, so like one of the most interesting things about Apple is that people love to sell options on Apple because guess what? All these freaking, I just talked about them.
That was me.
People own it. Yeah.
I was the day trader on it.
Sell, and then they have funds that are specifically designed, okay, to sell puts and calls on Apple. I mean, that's just a fact. It's a fact. Google it. That's just the way it is. And so you get these option prices that are extremely low, even when you're going into an earnings call.
Yep.
And stuff, and you go like, okay.
I've made bank off Apple, bro.
And then like even this year, Apple will start bleeding, and you look at these calls and you go like, they're so cheap. Excuse me, puts, and they're so cheap, and you buy them and you go like, oh my god, like that just made me 5-10 times on the puts, and the stock only has to move like 3 or 4%, but then once it gets rolling in a certain direction, it'll do it. So I mean, Apple.
Some of my biggest wins came from Apple, bro. Biggest like closing trades, Apple.
So Apple volatility is generally, and Tesla's like this too, almost always oversold.
Yep.
So a buyer of volatility in those two stocks can do really well. That's my point.
That's where the vol trade is in single tickers. Someone was asking on
I
the
mean, I
Discord
think
today.
that's like it's so yeah. So like I think this is a theme that I'm trying to like get my head around and trying to talk about is that you don't need to be a fucking October or whatever. You wanna
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
You could just like shoot like a sniper and go for a vol that's too cheap in the individual stuff.
So you see vol that's too cheap, let's say in Tesla or Apple, and when you see that it's too fucking cheap, you just start buying it, right?
Well, if a put an earnings, I don't know, a September. So nobody seems to respect longer dated vol, and I don't know. That could be market
Blinky does. We have some people in our Discord that do. They track it out that long dated vol, but most people I know don't.
When you're paying like just a couple percent of like current market price for like January or December, and you're like, who is selling this to me? It almost makes you wonder. Like I'm like, this is almost like a nearly free shot at it, provided the trend breaks for like a couple minutes or whatnot. So in Apple's case, I've seen puts and calls just go from like 15 cents to $1.50 in like no time flat. It's just and I haven't looked at. I'm gonna look right now, actually. Let's just see what the I'm gonna look at it.
You got any Apple trades?
No, I
You
know.
got any change, mister?
Except for like I do bearish Apple trades after earnings. That's what I do. I go like, all right, if it's up
Ramp right
after
there.
earnings,
What's that?
my trades are like after earnings. I will like buy puts. That's my Apple trade, or buy put verticals or something like that. So here we are. So I'm gonna put this on the Discord right now, just so that people can see this. But like, we're going into the earnings call, and Apple volatility is like at like all time lows, right? So and they have an earnings call. Right? I'm putting it up right now.
Thank
So
you.
like, what the hell's going on? Like, why does nobody? Why would
Are you
nobody?
putting it in the Discord in the market chat or what?
Huh?
Are you putting it
In
in
the
the
market
market?
chat, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it right now.
I'm putting it up right now. See where the E's are? There's like, you at least get something higher where the E's are. You get something higher expectations for volatility, but like it's not there this time around. People are
Dude, none of tech is like this right now. Sorry, I should say most of tech is under volized. I like all the moves are like 4%, 3%. There's like no volatility in any of this stuff, or realized volatility. There's no expectation here. Apple implied vol right now is 29.5, which is
it's being realized like today.
yeah. I know. I realize we're realizing it, but it's under realized. Maybe I should rephrase how I'm saying it. Maybe I misspoke in how I described what I wanted to say, but there's no realized vol in the expectation.
People are like not expecting volatility, and it's happening.
Jesus.
That's the bottom line. I don't know what you were trying to say, but I'm just I cleared it up for you.
No, I know. No, I know it's real. I know it's unrealized and realized. Look at that move right there. It's here in April. It's on the run rise right now too.
So like look at like where earnings were before. I mean, like it should at least be respected at somewhat, and look at the option volume though around, right? See how like there's no option volume recently around it's dead. Like nobody gives a shit about this company.
I used to get caught in this shit in there. I don't know. Maybe I used to I feel like I used to get caught in Apple earnings toward. I always felt like I always felt like leading up into option, or in whether up or down. I always felt like day trading Apple was like this. I always felt like I was like, had room. Didn't matter up and down. Had room. Didn't matter what I was taking, and then I'd get snuffed out right before an ER. Up or down didn't matter. They just like stifled both sides of the chain, and I'd get murdered. I'd be making like a bunch of money in here, and like didn't matter. Boom. And after their event, it would always have to be a bigger move higher, a bigger move lower. Like I was making money, and then I would have some stuff for ERs as well. Leave that on, get annihilated on my day trading, and then I'd have to see that bigger move. And if I didn't see that outsized move, bye bye. That's how I felt about it, at least at the time.
All right, I have a good story about Apple Mall.
Tell me
Specifically, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
That's why I'm on, right? So
yes.
I'm waiting for my son to be born. Okay.
All right.
And I'm, it's 12 hours of labor, and I'm trading a boatload of Apple Vol for my wife's grandmother, right? And I'm getting my ass absolutely handed to me in August, of 2012. And I learned a very valuable lesson then. Not to do it, right, in general. And I can't believe the sums while I was waiting for him to come out of my wife that I lost making a mistake like that. But these times are different. I mean, it basically comes down to there are so many people that are layering on short ball on top of the stock because they have to. And so it's easier to trade than it was 13 years ago, 12 years ago. But I'll never forget just being in a maternity ward going like, oh my God, I'm getting murdered right now in Apple, Apple calls. You must have a story like that, right? Where you just got absolutely run.
I've been run on Apple. Some of the biggest money I've ever made in Apple. I was in not every split. I think they've had 12 or 13 splits. I've probably been in they might have had more. They might have had 26 splits. I don't know how many splits they've had at this point. They've had a shit ton. I've been long through a bunch of those splits. I've had size on an Apple where I would be like for time, and I've been like up 30%. This is big money, like up 3 to 5 grand, up 15 grand, 20 grand, then down 30%. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in this trade right now with Apple? All right, my wife and kids are mad at me. They want me to go. I want to talk about this if I can really quick. You want to listen to this or no?
I do.
So I'm looking here on Apple, and I'm fascinated by this right here. I'm fascinated by this little cluster right here. And this sure as shit looks like I got to get it down here so we don't have another, breakout of this downtrend over here. This looks like pricing in, keeping Apple somewhat in expectations. You can see this big plunge right here, right? Like, come in, take the money, right? Take a little bit more money, take a little more money, and all of a sudden, right? And this kind of started, you can't see it. Let me mute some of this so they can see this. Hold on here. You can see the instigation over here, right? So up here, right? Up here. This is back in July 9th. This wasn't that long ago. And I want to think about these guys over here, and then I want to think about these fucking guys down here. This is back on June 17th of last month on OpEx. So where are these buyers?
The chart's a little noisy. What are you running there? Like a 15-minute? No, you're drawing an hour chart. Wow.
It's an hour chart.
Yeah.
And I think these guys are right here. But I can see them here and here too, right? So you got like the initiation of the trade up and down, another push up, take the money and run. There's another group of buyers over here, but they're kind of weak.
So can I talk? I just, you just remind me of something. You just reminded me of something kind of important.
These fucking guys right here. I want to see this is where they are. So this is the FOMO gang right here. That's the real buyers. They're down here. They're still down here waiting. Smart money's down here. Well, is there even a thing called smart money anymore? What's fascinating too is I'm looking at that Apple Larry Williams thing, and I'm like,
you're the smart money. I mean, it's the retail. The retail's smart money. They are dominating the market right now. But
this smart money right here will disappear on weak market, so that'll drop. And they're right here, so you can kind of see the real money is here, and Apple will lose whenever we get into that, like, seasonal fucking weakness bullshit. We're going down there. That's the real dip buy. 180.
We could talk all night about stuff, but like
184. It's the real buy.
Apple like dropped like that back in April was that things were being triggered. Like, they were.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of like they call them auto callables and things like that. That like forced selling occur at certain levels, and so like
these guys aren't done.
Volatility.
These guys aren't done. They're not done here. These buyers are not done. Go on, keep talking. I'm listening.
No, I'm sorry. Like the stream went like weird for a sec there. So like, I'm trying to see if I can explain this in a simple way.
They're gonna wrap this shit up
to a certain level of price, okay, then you're like forced. These funds are forced out or forced in, right? And that's based on like how the options are structured. They're called auto callables. And
that's right. You're forced in. Fuck you. You're with me now.
Auto callables. Yeah. And it goes with the market, and it goes with individual stocks. So banks will sell volatility to a certain level, okay, and then they're done, and it's on to you to take the losses from there. Okay, does that make any sense to you?
Yep.
So when you see these extreme moves, it's because things are being triggered, and it's not like in the last year we had two, right? So last August and April we had two vol shocks where VIX went to like 70, right? But did they go there for a good reason? Not really. Like last August it didn't. It was like a joke. It was like a currency overnight thing. And this year it was on Taco, who, did we really deserve that? No. So these vol shocks are becoming more
frequent,
and the convexity is more available at cheap prices because you have people selling the volatility on top of it. It's a great, I guess it's a great time to be an option trader. Sometimes you go through in July, you bleed a little bit, and then when vol picks back up, you make a bunch of money. That's basically my point, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. No, I'm listening. They just fucking completed a correction in Apple. Right here. And they took a little extra down here. Thinking that they did that because we should be like going up here and then a breakout. But I think it gets reined in now. Wait a minute here. They got an expected move of 3.9%. That's 217 currently. But it like reins it in. They're like, we're not fucking with this. Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1600.
I mean, they're gonna say Tim just isn't good at his job. Like, I don't know how to say it better than that. He sucks at being a CEO in every way. Like, let me list the ways, okay?
Hit me.
His speculative projects fail. He does not deal with the government administrations across the world very well.
No.
He gets fined constantly. Am I right?
No, I think you're right. I'm in agreement with you.
He never gets anybody like supercharged about the future things that they're going to do. Like where the puck is skating, right? He's never there. Like he is the worst fucking CEO, and I'm just if you just change him out.
You sound like a fucking Tesla bull.
If you just switch him out, you get 20% on the stock. Period.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you earlier, I go, you buy, Tim being fired as a long call is I think, a very interesting strategy to consider. Right. So and I think I'm pretty sure, let me check. Like we're getting to that time frame where they start adding years. I think September's when they start adding duration to the leap calls.
Whew.
So like if I look at it right now, I'm serious, bro. Like I might even do this myself. Like the firing of I might even write a post. The firing of Elon trade. The firing of Tim Cook trade.
There's like I want you to see this. There's this like 237.50 gap left up here, right?
So we're only allowed 27s now, but 28s are going to come out in September. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so here's the deal for tomorrow on Apple. I've got them trading 217.25. What I want to tell you out there, if you're watching, is I've got us going up, mooning. Saying that I think they're trying to. This is bullish as fuck right here. That's bullish as fuck. There's a bunch of accumulation on the daily, so they're going to try to buy the dailies. On the day over here, this is bearish, but there's accumulation here in the weekly. So I don't know if I'm on the right chart for this, but and there's a bunch of shit up here. And there's this previous high at 259. So I want you to think about out there this prior high. I want you to think about this gap, and I want you to think about getting over it before a major roll. Believe it or not, a major roll to 200. Back down here, we're near bottom. In my view, yeah, I think we're kind of near bottom. This right here. That's where bottom is right there. Okay, there's a couple things I want to say to you out there. If you get a chance to buy Apple at 184, buy it. You just buy it. There's potential for
like pretty fucking obvious, right?
You ever get a chance to buy 184? You get a chance on that this year, you buy it.
Do there?
What's that?
I think people do there.
I'm scared it's going to crash. Right there. That's where we're going at some point this year, I think. But
the
Hold
default like move on your trend line there is that people will sell puts for yield right there. Like that's what they'll do.
on.
So yeah,
I want to show you
do it.
this, dude. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I think this bear run is not yet. Like this one right here should go. Is that 1, 2, 3, 1 right or one here? It should be like one right there. Send that back down over here or some kind. I don't. This is
I
like the
hope.
beginning of August. Is that like that's the beginning of August? This is kind of weak, but then like like we're like fighting for like that one right there. I think Apple runs that one right
I hope it goes
there.
up. I hope it goes up so I can like buy put verticals and stuff.
Yeah,
I hope it does.
it might actually. I got those three right there, but then this bullshit up here, and that bullshit up, yeah, right there. There's 224. There's 230. There's a big fat zero right there. Sellers are gonna step in right there without a fucking doubt. But you got like one. Hold on. Right, one. I know it's crazy. Like, there's the fifth. There's your down move for the fifth. 18th of August. No, it's got to be before then. Friday. This is gonna be crazy.
Cap, how long have you been on today? Like 12 hours.
Yeah, something
Hey,
like that.
did you see this? Did you see this? I'm gonna put this on the Discord. I just want you to see like exactly like
This fucking thing could
insane
move.
trend line.
I gotta check back here. There's a high right there. There's a high right there. Major high. There it is right there. Okay. All right. I see it. Right there. There's some kind of fucking blow off right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a blow off top here on Apple, believe it or not. And then not only that, there's like a jump point near too. The hourly's right there. You're on trend where this is a different trend. You're on trend right there. August 21st, August 30th, 18th, maybe the 30th takes the 30th. Does make sense. Jesus Christ, it would be a fucking shit show. This would be an utter fucking shit show. This might take till Friday. 1600 right there. Up, 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 up. And then this is a big one, but they leave behind all of this shit. Bam, right through. Support right there. And the jackknife over there somewhere. And there you go. Right there. Your monthly, and it's way back there. Now, this is all predicated upon, of course, no bad reports. If you get a bad report and market's over or whatever, they're going to start accumulating this. I can assure you that it's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If not, I don't have that in play, though. I've got some kind of a distribution up here. Probably starts in these assholes over here. There's the first one. There's the second one. There's the third one. These guys are still fucking long down here, and they're going to get long again over here. They're fucking long, man. Like, you can fucking see it. They're still long. These fuckers are still long. Right here. Right there. No way, September 5th. No fucking way. That would fucking melt the market down. All right, fuck it. We'll do it over there. Jesus Christ. Like, this would fucking fuck every seller up. I can't say this is real, but there it is right there. Come up there. Smash these fuckers down. It's right there. There it is. Okay, ready? Bullish on Apple tomorrow. They're trying to push price down. There's something going on here where they don't want this breakout to happen. You can see it everywhere, NVIDIA, everywhere else. If they start breaking this shit out, spot up, vol up, price target 228, right there. So even lower, right here. I got that right. That's why I have that over there, because of the 228.80.50 is right there. So top of the market for Apple, September 3rd. What does that move down?
My wife is into the broadcast space, so
That's 12% move right there, bro. Down move. So not quite 2018, but there it is right there. Something like this. This distribution is ongoing. You can see it. Something down in there, maybe a little bit more down there, but I think your jump point here is like 213, 215. Once you're up over this, backtest that, backtest this, and failure. Now, oftentimes these will be stronger here and weaker here that cause the, oftentimes you'll see like a failure in here, and you'll see a failure in there, and then it'll come back down.
Cap, listen to me for a sec. Apple like sometimes gets like, a disease, and it'll just fall every day for like days. It's just like, it's one of those things. And if you look back, you'll see it. So like who knows?
I'm telling you, these fucking guys are still long in here. I'm telling you.
Oh,
all right. I gotta go. I'm getting yelled at.
Okay, me too. Bye.
All right. I love you, brother. You take it easy.
No, I'm not like in a rush to leave or whatever.
Right there. There it is. It's right there. So whatever that is, and whatever that is going to be monster. Like that move is going to be huge, and they're probably going to make you wait for it until middle of September, October.
No, but like I think you make a good point here. This stock could have like a huge move. Like we just talked about it. It could be a huge up move, and it could be a huge down move. It totally could happen.
Now I want to show it right here. I want to show it right here. You ready?
Yeah.
You see all this on a smaller scale? I want you to see this weekly right here. This fucking weekly is going to come up like this. It's going to start ramping right here. And when you get these moves right here and this it turns positive, which you're like blood, right? Oh God, it's terrible. Couple bad weekly closes, then starts ramping up there, like right in here, like whammo. Do you want to see what that looks like? Last time shit like that happened, it's fucking vertical. Let's go way down there. Yeah, I gotta go way down there. It like set off like a move like wham. 13 like monster. It's not relevant to this, but this later move over here, whatever this is right here on Apple, whatever this one's gonna be, it's gonna be like that. There's December. You're gonna trade like 260. Gonna go up and down just like that.
That was the easiest short I've ever had on Apple because
right there.
I swear I bought puts in December.
There's your equal legs right here.
It was so easy. Look how stupid that move was though, right? Into end of year. Like look how dumb that was. It was absolutely stupid. And then the option prices on puts were like, you can get it for like nothing. It's, yeah.
You want to see the Gigatech apocalypse right here? You want to see it? They're asking for you. Ready for it? It's down here. There's your bat wing. There's your bat wing. There's where you go up into the end of the year. There's your equal high. Whoa. There's your equal high.
Like what the?
You want to see Batty? You want to see Batty? Bad down there into May, April. And watch this. There's your head and shoulders, and you hate them, but this is when shit gets fucking ugly.
I don't like Head and Shoulders at all. I think it's like
this is gonna be pain, bro. Middle of July, no new high. Pack that shit up. Double correction right there. Fucking done. Fucking AI apocalypse. And as a matter of fact, this one right here.
Can I make a chart request?
All right, I gotta go. I'm getting yelled at. Down there, there's dude, there's
I am too.
I'm in so much trouble.
Like we've been on.
There's the blow off top right there.
Yeah.
Like it's right fucking there, dude. You can fucking clear as day.
All right. You know what? You're the man. I'll talk to you.
All right, later, brother.
All right, bye.
Thank you, Volwiz. Bullish on Tesla or an Apple tomorrow. I'll see all of you tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning.